Yes, we are watching a reaction video again. Don't mind my voice today. I really have flu. Yeah, we gotta watch a video from Throttle House. Again, this is the second video. Is the Rolls-Royce Ghost versus the Mercedes-Benz Maybach. Is it a Maybach or Maybach? Oh, I'm just joking. I know it's a Maybach. Maybach. Yeah, we're gonna see which one, and the title is King Meets Prince. I guess the Rolls-Royce is the king and then the Mercedes-Benz is a prince. I really don't think so, because I've never experienced these cars obviously, so I'm gonna judge based on their looks, not which one is expensive or which one has crazy leather. I'm just gonna judge them by their beauty. Yep, because we don't have access to these cars, so let's see which one is the best.
I simply don't believe you.
James, trust me, these are really high-tech cars, cutting edge, best in the world. I promise it will work.
But what does it prove? I don't understand.
This is our job. We test cars. You have to do it.
And it will stop.
It will stop. I promise you it will. Right? It's like just the head, no shoulder. Just the head. Yeah. Okay, trust me.
Oh man, what are they doing?
Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that would work.
I thought it would stop. I really did. You know what? It's not the Rolls. It's the new Maybach because it has the doors that open and close.
Of course it is.
Let's just go let's do that one, okay? Trust me, it's gonna work, okay? Got this thing here. You're just gonna have to.
Hey, there's the get-in helmet.
Oh my God!
I'll just
I
use
told
that.
you not to bring this. You don't need the get-in helmet. Trust me, it's gonna work, okay? Very high-tech cars. Just kneel right about there, and it's gonna open, and it will work.
Well,
okay, you ready?
It's cool tech if it works. I just wish the Rolls-Royce had it.
Yeah. All right, ready?
It would have saved me an injury.
It's gonna stop as soon as it gets close to you. Oh my God! Oh man!
You knew that was gonna happen.
I knew that was gonna happen. 100%. Yeah, that was so worth it.
Should have worked for Doug DeMuro.
It should have worked for Doug DeMuro. But he reviews cars alone. He doesn't have a co-host.
You're watching Throttle House. I'm Thomas.
And I'm James.
Wow, that was the quietest and I'm James I've ever heard. And this is the Rolls-Royce Phantom. It's pretty much the best motor car in the world.
And we're trying to answer a question today.
Yes.
What is luxury?
Luxury is this. I think that luxury is defined by space, quietness, supreme comfort, and the knowledge that you are surrounded by the absolute best materials that money can buy.
I knew it. I think the Rolls-Royce is being loved because it has the best material out of all the luxury cars. But I think this car only appeals to the older people. Just look at it. It doesn't attract me. Like, I love luxury cars, but whenever I see the Rolls-Royce, it's like, What I like is the new GLS, the normal one, and then the Maybach one, the S-Class, the normal one, and then the Maybach one, and then the BMW, the new BMW even the X7 Alpina, and then the 7 Series, and they have the best tech. The 7 Series even has a big TV on the back seat, so those cars, I know it will also attract the older generation, but it can even attract the newer generation because they have better tech than this car. Inside the car, not suspension wise and everything and the other thing.
That is the Phantom, the absolute pinnacle of Rolls-Royce's lineup, and therefore the pinnacle of the motor car. And it doesn't come cheap. When it was originally commissioned, it cost over $700,000.
Like, look at that wood on a car. I'd rather have carbon fiber. I think maybe in real life it looks better, but on the camera it doesn't look that good. I would prefer carbon fiber on these things. Even plastic would be better. Why wood? I don't like the wood on the car.
$1,000 Canadian. And if you feel so inclined, you can be the next caretaker of this car, as it now awaits your presence on the lot of Mercedes-Benz Peterborough, who were not only nice enough to let us test the Phantom, but also the brand new Maybach. So, sink back into your velvet cushion.
Okay, the Maybach doesn't look that good from the outside. The S-Class, however, looks better than the Maybach. But the Maybach looks better from the inside, not the outside.
Pour yourself a glass of Dom, tell your live-in chef to prepare your dinner, and enjoy the ultimate luxury comparison. If you're new to Throttle House, we do car reviews, track tests, and quite a lot of messing around. So subscribe and hit the bell. Okay, James, Rolls-Royces are not about gimmicks at all. I know you've got your Maybach, and you're very excited about
Yes.
it.
And it's the new, based on the new S-Class and all that stuff, right? It's full of technology.
Get ready.
Yeah, I am ready, but the point is that the Rolls-Royce is not about that. As I said, it is about simplicity and quality. They actually say themselves, what's it called? Post-opulence.
Yeah, post-opulence.
Post-opulence, which kind of just means minimalism. But to them, it means the rejection of superficial expressions of wealth.
Are you saying the Maybach is a superficial expression of wealth?
I'm saying it absolutely is. Because this is just, it's about knowledge.
Knowledge?
Knowledge. The knowledge that you are in the best. The best of the best.
Okay, but
of the best.
that remains to be.
Okay, I get what he's trying to say. Like, okay, how I take that is that the Maybach, okay, the Rolls-Royce is more simple. It's a car that if you want luxury, maybe you're traveling, will just sit back and relax. Usually you don't get time to use the technology that is inside the Maybach. I don't think you'll be using the tablet and the other thing, maybe the screens behind the seats. I don't think you'll use that most of the time. The people who buy the Rolls-Royce just want luxury, quiet cars, expensive cars to travel around with. It's not about the technology. I get it. And I don't think even if I bought the Maybach, I'll use the technology. But it's great to have that option.
Seen because the Maybach is brand new, and let's keep in mind the price difference here, because obviously the Ghost is kind of the Maybach size, but this is the ultimate expression of Rolls, and Maybach right now is the ultimate expression of Maybach. And I'm wondering if the little David Maybach for 200 and something grand can take on the Goliath that is the Phantom, which you've constantly said is the ultimate.
It is, because, as I said, Rolls-Royce doesn't bother themselves with trying to wow you with technology. There's technology in here, don't get me wrong. This has the flag bearer system that reads the road ahead and adjusts the suspension in a microsecond. And it's on the architecture of luxury, in the magic carpet ride. These are not just things I'm making up, by the way. This is Rolls-Royce. Basically, that means it's on a really good platform that isn't a 7 Series, and the ride is absolutely beyond belief good.
It is phenomenal.
Right?
Phenomenal.
You can't argue with it, because I don't think there's anything better. We're going to test the Maybach, and I'm very excited to try it, but we are gliding, we're floating over the road.
And these are 22-inch rims.
And these are 22 trims, yeah, they're huge. But still, there's this sense of, what's the word? Have you ever been in a kayak or a canoe on a calm lake? Have you ever done that?
I have.
Yes,
Yep.
and do you know what I mean by that kind of, when you cut through the water, it's this smooth, like glass water that you're just cutting through. That's what the road feels like.
No, it does
in a
do that.
Rolls.
It does do that. And,
It's
I'm
incredible.
loving the spec in here, because
Yes, this
sometimes
one's really, really nice.
you've got the wood paneling everywhere.
Yep.
The light blue trim.
Yeah, and there's like this teal piping, which is really, at first I didn't like it, but the more I kind of looked at it, I was just blown away. And yeah, like every single thing that you touch, every single thing that you can find to touch is either leather or some sort of an alloy or wood, right? Lacquered wood.
There's not enough to play with. Oh, is it? I take it back. There's cup holders.
Oh wow, yes, there's cup holders. Yes, I know. They don't.
I
As I
wanna
said,
be
don't
spoiled.
get too wrapped up in all the gimmicky, chintzy stuff.
Yeah.
You are just. Are you comfortable?
I'm very, very comfortable.
That's it.
I've got the lamb's wool carpet mats here.
Yeah, you can sink your foot completely lost in them, right? Like the seats are just big and wide and soft, and it's just the feeling that you're surrounded by things that are high quality. Like
Yeah, everything's leather.
you can't find a low quality material in here, and like from
Luxury cars are very underrated. Like, it's the most comfortable, luxurious car. Like, basically, it's a house on wheels. But people love supercars more than luxury cars. Imagine going on a road trip with this kind of car. Imagine how comfortable that will be. Like, but people love supercars more than these, and these depreciate more than supercars. So, out of all the categories of cars, this is the one that I thought it would be successful. Like, or maybe it's because most people can't afford them. Even though most people can't afford supercars, but they still like supercars more. This is the genre of cars that I thought maybe it would be up there with supercars or above supercars, because we know on the number one list it's economy cars. Okay, not just because they want them, because they are cheap. Okay, I get it, but okay, so maybe supercars are up there with hypercars, but luxury cars are not really up there. I've never seen even an automotive YouTuber who has made a video about buying a luxury car. Name one. I've never seen them. Even one luxury car. Okay, maybe Diddy bought the Benz. Not on this car's level. That's a luxury car, but that's driver focused. This one is not driver focused. These are the cars you are meant to be driven in. You just sit at the back. That Bentley has 2 doors. I don't think they're not even using it like that. If it didn't have that V8, I don't think they would have bought it. I mean, like these cars.
Where I'm sitting too, obviously the Phantom is about being driven, so you're in the hot seat.
Yes.
Right? But I'm also enjoying myself because the engine is a V12. It's silent and effortless. Maybe better as an EV, different conversation.
Man, what a waste. 12. Am I the only one who think these luxury cars that have V12 it's a waste because they don't sound anything like V12? Like, they are very quiet. I guess it's what you want on a luxury vehicle, but man, that's a waste of a V12.
But
I guess it's just used for power or not the noise.
the throttle is easy to drive smoothly, the brakes are easy to drive smoothly, the steering is so light it's almost funny. I can drive the...
Okay, when I first saw a luxury car that is a V12, it was the 7 Series, the older one, not the newer one. And I was impressed that it has a V12. I saw it in real life, IRL. And I was like, wow, that's awesome, a V12, until I heard what it sounds like. I was like, okay, what a waste.
Car, this gazillion pound car with one finger around the city, and the turning radius is actually very impressive.
There's a bit of lean in the corners though.
Of course there's lean in the corners, because this is not a sports car. Rolls-Royce scoffs at the idea of cornering dynamics, even though this is a rear-wheel drive car.
But Maybach with curve mode.
Yeah. Does your Maybach have curve mode?
No, but
No, it doesn't.
in a minute.
That's right. So to sum up, we've driven the Phantom before.
We have.
And it blew us away then, and it's blown me away now, because it is absolutely the best car in the world.
Just feel calm in here.
It's just so good. Everything about it. And just for you, I've got the Starry Night headliner. You see that?
You do.
Yeah, it's very nice. James, this car, unequivocally, is the definition of luxury.
Yeah, so it's interesting you say that, because I've looked up the definition of luxury on Google, and it says, it is the state of great comfort and extravagant living. Extravagant, which I don't associate with simplicity, but with excess. So yeah, I agree, this has got some tricks, but then so does that. Because if I hold down this button, that door opens all the way.
Oh, almost.
Which means I can just hop right in. Just gonna...
Well done.
I'm gonna go around.
You have to go around.
Yeah, go around.
Okay, this is cool.
Look at
I will
that.
give you
Like,
that.
That makes me think I'm in a Rolls-Royce.
immediately. It looks like you're in some type of house or a jet. Something like a jet. Look at that. It looks way better than Rolls-Royce. Way better.
Yeah, this is not common in cars. It's really, what are you doing?
I think
You look uncomfortable.
This pillow's a bit gimmicky, I think.
I have a bad back. I need lumbar support.
Also, I need this for my little show puppy, so I can enter the competition.
Yeah. Okay, so this is very nice.
Very.
Look at that. Okay, don't mind the TVs on the the seats, but look at that interior. It's not as simple as the Rolls-Royce. Like, wow, this looks way better. Like, It looks like a jet.
Very nice.
I'm gonna say it.
it?
But it is full of gimmicks, James. Back to full of
not.
gimmicks.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's full of luxurious things. Look at that.
Look at that. What is that? Damn it, that's cool.
Right?
Ah, okay.
Spoils you. So this is actually a fully decked
Yeah,
out.
look at the fingerprints on it though. I can count them already.
That's because there's only 7 of them, and that's as high as you can count. Okay, so this has a boss button. I think I'm in the captain's chair, whatever it's called. And so if I press
So you
this,
can push that,
I'm not going to do it. We'll show it, but
Yeah.
it puts the seat in front down.
and you got a whole footrest.
Get a whole footrest.
Yeah,
this all
yeah,
goes
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Super.
So you mean to tell me the Rolls-Royce doesn't have this feature? Even the 7 Series has this feature. What? And the Rolls-Royce is considered the most highest luxury car but doesn't have this feature. If you don't know this feature, the seat in front of you folds and then you get to be in a lay down position. Like, the Rolls-Royce doesn't even have that. Ah, come on.
Comfortable.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. But what's in here? Probably nothing. Damn it.
Tables.
Yeah, these are really cool. Very
They even
nice.
match the leather of the thing. Speaking of which,
The leather.
This has the
I don't even know when you're gonna use that, but it's definitely cool that you have that option.
extended leather package.
And it can extend as far as it likes. It can't extend as far as a Rolls-Royce
Yeah.
because it's not at the same level.
It's covering everything. I would argue that it is the same level.
Oh god, it's a really cool speaker on the ceiling.
Yes. Oh,
Ah,
well, that's
damn,
because
that's
the
good.
Maybach comes
Yeah.
standard with the 4D upgraded surround sound thermostat.
Okay, don't want to talk gimmicks. I'm sorry. So this particular it blasts into the 4th dimension.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's what the marketing department says.
Right, exactly. So,
But I think it does like vibrate the seat and do some funky stuff. And then the little rats run across your feet when
Right.
there's a Honey I Shrunk the Kids 4D. So yes, we've got tables.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, that is.
We
that
have
is
this
quite
cool
nice.
electric thing. We
Yeah.
have $15,000 leather package covering everything.
Whoa, that's a lot of money.
We have the lights coming back here.
Yeah, the ambient lighting, and it does the same thing as the S-Class with the. Okay, hold on, back up. S-Class. There's lots of M's everywhere
Yes.
because it's a Maybach, but this is just the same as the S-Class, right? If
Well-
you fully spec out an S-Class.
This
the
is
same.
7 inches longer.
Oh, you actually get more wheelbase.
So you get more room.
Okay, fair
More
enough.
space.
For how much more money?
Well, this is spec'd quite well.
How much more money is that?
$100,000
$100,000 for how many inches of wheelbase?
fridge.
But you can get a fridge in an S-Class.
Not this one. This one is only in a Maybach. And then this is the place for your champagne flutes.
Right, which are actually packaged up already and haven't been even been.
That's what I hate about these cars. The S-Class is not very different that much from the S-Class. And then the S-Class even looks better from the outside.
Open.
Yeah, it hasn't been opened.
And it does have these, which is very cool, where you open this and there's a little spot to hold the champagne flute. It holds like the feet of it, right? Just kind of, that's pretty neat.
And this has got the poplar wood trim, which I said in the S-Class looks just a bit like dust.
I'm sorry, is it the same as an S-Class?
It features in the S-Class, but then it really comes alive, I think, with the Maybach.
In the
you know?
Maybach, yes.
We got the blinds that are otherwise hidden. There's a lot about the luxury that this does perfectly well. These seats, I think I would even say these seats are more comfortable than the Rolls. I just sat in the back of that.
I don't think they are. The Rolls-Royce prioritizes seat quality, comfort in a single seating position.
Look at that. Looks like a boat. Why so many wood? I don't think this car looks better than the... It may be comfortable and everything, but looks-wise, it's not better than the S-Class or the Maybach.
It's not trying to give you too many options
So what you're saying
and
is-
gimmicks for adjustability.
You're saying it
It's just
corners you.
quality.
No, it corners you into having to do it their way.
No, it's infinitely customizable. If you want them to be yellow, they can be yellow.
But you have to. That's at the factory.
Yes.
I get boss.
Those are adjustable. They are adjustable. They're not. Okay, they're fine. They're not as adjustable as this. I've got an underfoot rest and everything here, which I don't know how it works.
But I mean, look, it's got tweeters that spin out in some glorious fashion. It has seatbelts that get handed to you, and
Yes.
they're airbags in the seatbelt.
Yes.
The seats are massaging.
Yes, James. Listen, it's got a lot of funky stuff. Okay, I get it. But the extravagance belies the luxury. Okay, it subverts the actual concept of wealth rather than being a construct of it.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
which means that it's a solution to postmodernism instead of actually constructing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, they're just selling you. Ah, man, okay. The way he explains it, it sounds like they're It's like, okay, it's like iPhone users. Every time they release a new iPhone, it's like they're just re-releasing the same iPhone, but the people are still hanging on that Apple is a innovative company because they came up with the smartphone and everything. Like the only time they were innovative is when they were starting, and then now they're just giving you the same product without changing anything, but it still has that reputation. I think that's the same thing as Rolls-Royce. Same thing. The Maybach is way further than the Rolls-Royce, but the Maybach will never be on the same level as the Rolls-Royce. I think that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what you mean?
No, not at all. I just smashed a bunch of words together. Can we look at the outside?
That Rolls-Royce is getting to you, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, how do you close? Oh, they're automatic still. Okay, James, look at this. All right, look at it. It is twice the car. That literally.
Yes, it is.
It is literally. Look at how it is as long as a yacht.
Okay, yeah, I get it from the outside. Yeah, the Rolls-Royce takes it. Like, there's no debate. You can't compare the Mercedes to the Rolls-Royce from the outside. Maybe you can compare the Maybach to the others, the Mercedes-Benz, the S8 and the 7 Series, but not with the Rolls-Royce.
It's as tall as an SUV, and it's insane. The whole point of these cars is not only subtlety and luxury and whatever, blah, blah, blah. It is showing everyone just how much money you spent.
Yeah, I thought I'd have you on the two-tone, but you have the satin.
The satin bonnet, which is almost $9,000. Okay, there's the whole thing about these Rolls Royces is that everything is bespoke, right? For example, I have a uplit Spirit of Ecstasy. That's $5,000. I have chrome exhaust tips. That's $5,000.
Well, what about the color? This is a lovely color on the Phantom.
As far as I can tell,
bold.
it's free, I think, because we can't find it in the spec sheet. So yeah, so
That's
there
a
you go,
lovely
saving
colour.
some money.
Yeah, well, so interestingly, the two-tone,
Yeah.
if you go for a normal Maybach and you don't do the two-tone, it's free for most of the colors.
Yes.
The two-tone is $20,000.
What? Really?
But that's what makes it the...
I don't understand this thing of colors being that expensive. Is it hand painted or they're just scamming people?
Maybach,
You
and
need it, otherwise it's an S-Class.
this is a hand-drawn line right here.
Of course, that's very Rolls-Royce.
Very Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
And we got the 21-inch upgraded wheels. They're $5,000.
21 inches.
Yeah.
So what happened? What can't you get, James, when you get 21-inch wheels on a Maybach now?
The revolutionary new technology that is the 10-degree rear steer.
Right.
You
So
can only get 4.5.
so what we've done is we've replaced the amazing potential turning circle with a bunch of champagne flutes glued to an axle.
Hey, those champagne flutes look real good.
Really cool.
Yeah.
They look
Also,
really good.
you thought the 4.5 degree was so good it was the 10 degree.
It is very
So it's
still
already fantastic.
It's still very
But I really
good.
wanted to test that.
Okay, listen. The fancy stuff aside, I see all of your fancy prices, and I raise you a $17,000 piece of artwork embedded into my gallery on my dashboard.
I think we're in the wrong job.
That is how you do opulence.
It's
right?
called Metropolitan Skyline.
It's called the Metropolitan Skyline, and it is beautiful.
70, but it's not like, normal art where you can sell it on as because it's an art piece. That has to come with the car.
Yeah, it's part of your car. You sell it with the car, whatever.
All right, well, this has got a silver streak down the middle.
Okay,
And
yes.
it's got handles that go in and out.
Listen, those are very cool, but in the end,
That's all I've got.
in the end, nothing matters except for a serene location to sit so that you don't mess up that $50 million merger phone call while you're in New York City traffic. That is what the Rolls-Royce does. It gives you this quiet, absolutely insulated location from the world to make your fancy business phone calls.
And I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, of course.
But I think you're
Rolls-Royce.
selling the Maybach short. And I'm tired of you making the claim that outdoes this on silence.
It's quieter. It's a Rolls-Royce.
We're going
It
to do a
is.
little test.
What do you mean?
I've brought along a sound level meter, and we're going to beep outside the car and see if it's actually, because they've done all new stuff with this, reinforce the glass and the pillars.
So you actually have a sound meter?
We've got a sound meter. I want to see if the $50 million
$50 million phone call.
$50 million phone call
Yeah.
is more silent than this when someone's honking a horn.
Okay.
Okay, starting with the Rolls-Royce. That is my Audi S4 outside, and Tom's is just going to honk the horn at me for 2 seconds. So me talking right now on this sound level meter is putting it in the mid-70s every time I talk. So let's see what happens when an Audi beeps at you from the outside. 61. Time for the Maybach. Okay, in the Maybach. Now, me talking, same sound. In fact, the ambient number is actually under 41. That might be a good sign. All right, so I'm going to hit max very gently. Not a sharp call, it's just not gently enough. 64.7, that's more than the...
Well,
I think we should just go for a drive.
how many decibels was it?
64.
64.
Yeah.
So that means that the $50 million deal doesn't get done in here, son. Get in the driver's
But
seat.
you've saved 200 something grand by getting this car anyway.
Well, that's not $50 million.
Will they take a discount?
Who needs $50 million deals anyway, when you're practically stealing a new Maybach for less than 300 grand? And I was excited to show Thomas just how luxurious the Maybach could be when driving. But, alas, he couldn't seem to shake his Rolls-Royce superiority complex and felt the need, for some reason, to dress down for the occasion.
Oh, wow, that's good. Okay. Is it?
Even though the Maybach is not that quiet, I still say the same thing. The Rolls-Royce is just like the iPhones. They're just praising them because they're iPhones. Nothing more.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good. What? What's the look on your face?
Everything's got to be a T-shirt with you.
I don't understand.
Everything's got to be a T-shirt with you.
Oh, this! Oh, I totally forgot. It's just some new merch that's for sale right now on thethrottle.com.
I really hope it's not for sale.
It's literally for sale.
No one is going to buy that.
I don't think you realize how many people want that. Anyway, let's just drive the Maybach. Hey, my seatbelts light up. You seen that? That's freaking. Yo, check out the trademark. Check out the trademark,
I don't
by the way.
wanna look at you.
You see? Check out the trademark.
Oh.
It's a TH. It's Throttle House. Okay. This was a bit big. They'll fit better, I promise, when you buy them. Anyway, Maybach. Very excited for this car because there's no way it's better than a Rolls-Royce, and I'm about to prove that. There's just no way.
I'm not saying it's better, but for the price. For the price.
Oh yeah, it's such a bargain at $100,000 more than an S-Class.
All right, so real quick.
Oh, whoa, look at
4
this.
litre, twin turbo V8
And there is even a V12 of this.
coming. So
Coming.
North America, that's 2022. We're going to get the S680, which is the
have it
V12.
yet. Yep.
And also coming for 2022
Yep.
is the e-active body control, which we still don't have in this.
No.
And if you don't know what that is the system that allows the suspension to go into curve mode and predict bumps, and it basically makes the ride more supple.
It makes it lean into the corner as well.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
flatten
that's the
whole
curve
thing.
mode. That's
Yes.
the curve mode, yeah. So, and this is on 21-inch wheels. So basically, it's starting off on the wrongest foot.
The
for a
wrongest
Maybach.
foot of a Maybach?
Yeah, so it might not have the ride, but what it does have over the Rolls-Royce is technology. And I know Rolls-Royce is
Here we
all
go.
about post-opulence, but this
Yeah.
is about being...
I say that no automotive YouTubers have luxury cars. Maybe I should start a YouTube channel with luxury cars like the other automotive YouTubers do with supercars. Yeah, so you must subscribe so you can get the money to start an automotive YouTube channel where we do luxury cars, not supercars, maybe road trips.
futuristic.
Okay.
Because it knows that people who are spending this level of money
Want a couple iPads glued to their dashboard.
and also other things like, okay, so this has active noise compensation for the first time. So if you're wondering why, if someone's compensating with a Maybach, they're compensating using active noise
For
compensation,
the exterior noise.
which gets rid of unwanted frequencies using the 4D Burmester sound system, which, as tested by our sound engineer Harrison, is superior to the sound system in the Rolls-Royce.
Subjective.
All right. Also,
Subjective.
I've got augmented reality right now on my head-up display, which
Yeah.
is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's actually massive. It's showing the arrows pointing left. That's really cool. I just put something in the nav so it would show it.
That's pretty cool, actually. I
Look
will
at
say
this
that that's
mist
a,
coming off the road.
yeah, and oh, getting some more rain. Okay, rain's been off and on all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I agree. The technology is very cool. You know, there's 5 friggin' screens in front of me right now. Like the screens are everywhere, right? And these are very nice, very high quality. Everything's very good. But we're going over the same road that we drove in the Rolls, and it's not as quiet, and it's not as smooth.
But it's not far off. And if it had the active body control, which I wish it had,
Listen, I don't think the e-active body control would help with maybe some undulations, but it wouldn't help with noise and vibrations, and that's where the Rolls wins.
I think it would. I think it would.
Okay, I think road noise is important to remind you that you are driving a car. Imagine driving in a car that is silent. How weird that would be, like just completely silent.
Well, we'll have to wait and see still.
Yes, we will wait and see.
But that's a delay. I've got a 3D gauge cluster, and this is the Maybach specific gauge cluster with like the bronze dials.
Well, there's still all the options, but right now it's set on the Maybach setting,
Yeah, 'cause
which is
it's
pretty
special.
cool.
It's special.
And like, I mean, for those of you that haven't watched our S-Class review, this is so much bumpier than the Rolls. I have to say it. It's so much bumpier than the Rolls, James.
It is.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, so the ride doesn't quite match up to the Rolls.
It is very nice, though.
I
I'm just
guarantee
being
you,
hard.
your seating position does. I think the seats in this are superior to the rear passenger, and we found the same thing with the Cullinan and the Maybach GLS.
The seats in here are more adjustable, and I like the fact that you can like fully recline in these. Like, listen, it's an occasion. Also, even though it is like kind of cloudy, but it's still daytime out here, the ambient lighting in here is freaking ridiculous.
It's wonderful.
It is really cool. And I know that I was making fun of this car for having a lot of gimmicks, but I am such a sucker for ambient lighting.
Yeah.
I really am such a, like, it's glowing around the Burmester, like, speaker up here. The seats are glowing.
It sets the mood.
It is just, and you can change the colors, obviously.
This also has pedals that show that Maybach care about their driver. And despite the roads being damp,
Yep.
I can floor it
Yep. Oh, that's quick.
because we're all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Unlike the rear-wheel drive in the Phantom.
Hey, the Rolls is stuck to their traditions.
Yep, that's what we
Rear-wheel
learn. Traditions keep us moving forward. See, that's the philosophy here. The Maybach are futuristic. They're focusing on the future stuff, and sometimes that means that they go a bit too far one way, and the first one through the gate always gets bloody. So, things like the 3D gauge cluster, who cares? But you can turn it off.
Yeah.
And the screens, okay, so maybe with time they'll date. I don't disagree. Rolls-Royce is a more timeless piece.
Yes.
But in a way, Maybach's being more courageous. They're trying new things.
Yep, that's the thing. They're trying new things. You see why I was comparing the Rolls-Royce to the iPhone? They are stuck. The Rolls-Royce now is known for its comfortable ride, expensive leather. Just only that. You heard him complaining about the Maybach being bumpy and everything, because the Rolls-Royce, that's its main thing, like comfortable than other cars. You can't feel anything on the road. It's more quiet. That's the only thing. They don't add other things like the gimmicks is talking about. They don't add those type of things.
Mercedes is, because this is just an S-Class. Hey, listen, it's
No,
very
if
cool.
it was a Mercedes, it would respond to, "Hey Mercedes," but obviously because it,
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, please?
you must have thought I said, "Hey Maybach." You're not a Mercedes.
You are a Maybach.
Okay.
Oh,
In order to use online functions of the voice system, please check your Mercedes Me settings.
Yep, she means Maybach me.
Did Mercedes claim that the Maybach is not a Mercedes, or are they making it a separate brand now? It's still a Mercedes, because you still have the star. Here is the star, so it's still a Mercedes. And even on the wheels.
It's a little bit Maybach, a lot a bit Mercedes. Up front, at least. But in the back, with its extra 7 inches of wheelbase and fancy throw pillows, it's all Maybach.
The Rolls, on the other hand, from any angle and from any seat, is all Rolls-Royce. Except for the infotainment, transmission, and engine. That's BMW. But it's the image and experience that counts. And the Phantom delivers in a way that only a Rolls-Royce can. So sure, save your money, get the Maybach. While it is a little gadgety for my taste, it's also a supremely luxurious experience. And like James said, they are being a lot more adventurous with tech that pampers you. But in this battle of David versus Goliath, and in our goal to find out which one achieves ultimate luxury, David never had a chance. Thanks for watching.
Yep, give me the Maybach. Anytime, any day. I think just for me, the Maybach. But then, if you want to impress people, I think I'll go for the The Rolls-Royce, because imagine pulling up in a Rolls-Royce. Yeah, people will look at you different than when you're pulling up in a Mercedes Maybach. Yep. So yeah, the Rolls-Royce is the iPhone of luxury cars. Yeah, the Mercedes-Benz is the Android. Yep.